I got to ask you this. Anything on the Van Halen front as far as you know?
As far as I know, nothing. There was that talk, when everybody heard about, Jason being the bass player and I don't know, you know what I mean, all the Joe Satriani playing guitar and Alex and all that. And then I got the call from the management. I got the call from Irving Azoff, said, hey, you want to do you and Al and the superstar, you and Mike and Al? And I said, with a superstar guitar player, I said, I'll do anything with Al and Mike and, play music with people, but it's not going to be Van Halen. There is no Van Halen. I don't care what anyone says. Wolfie is Van Halen, okay? And he doesn't want to be the Van Halen copy band, who I don't blame him. He's doing a great job on his own stuff, and it's very cool when he jams a little bit here and there. But, he's Van Halen. And if he wanted to play guitar and with Al and Mikey and myself, I would love to do that. That would be just one time for the big time. Not like, okay, let's start, go out and tour the world and make records. And no. There is no Van Halen. But to play with Al and Mike and a great guitar player and for some event, almost like the event that Dave Grohl put on, for Taylor, something
right.
like that would be fantastic. But other than that, no.
Why do you think? I mean, Wolf alluded to this in an interview with Rolling Stone, and honestly, without saying it, kind of put a lot of it on Roth as to why they cannot get a tribute to Eddie together, especially when Grohl put one together in two different countries months after he died. And Wolf said in the interview, you don't know of the level of dysfunction in Van Halen, but. Okay, all that is a given, and you probably know about that better than anybody else, but what I and other fans can't understand is why can't you, whatever Roth, he comes to the party, he doesn't, whatever. Why can't you, Alex, Wolf, Michael, go ahead and say, we're going to go rent the Forum one night, we're going to get a bunch of great guitar players, we're going to have a big send-off to Eddie. Where are the obstacles in everyone else doing it? I don't quite understand it. Nobody could tell me Roth controls the whole thing. There's no way.
No. It just would be lame for him not to be involved, and he.
But put it on him. If he doesn't show up, let him answer those questions. Like, let's not let the whole thing sit for 5 years just because of one guy can't be wrangled. The pressure's going to be on him.
Alex Van Halen and I don't talk. I reached out to Alex. I'm going to tell you right now. I reached out to Alex again recently. Mikey had the sad thing happen in his family, and I reached out to Al. And he wouldn't return my call or my email. And so I said, you know what? Fuck it. It's not on the top of my list, my agenda. I think Eddie deserves definitely a tribute. And what Dave Grohl did for Taylor was one of the greatest events I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
In England, in London. That was the most amazing. That made Live Aid look like kid stuff, from back in the old days. And that was amazing. And Eddie deserves something like that. And the whole world would show up and the whole world would do it. I don't know why people put it on Roth, but I don't talk to Dave, and if he did it, he'd want to do it without me. I'm sure if that's part of the dysfunction that Wolfie's talking about, I'll make a statement that I don't know is true or not. But what do you want to bet that he goes, I will only do it if Hagar's not there? And if that were the case, then that's typical Roth, and that's part of the dysfunction. It's not like he controls it. It's just like he doesn't play well with others. And like I said, if Alex came to me and wanted to do it, I'm in. Absolutely. Let's go. Do it somehow. But Alex has got to stick up his ass about something with me still, and he's going to take it to his grave, I guess,
Which is odd because you made the peace with Eddie before he died.
Totally. And I don't think I made peace with Al, and I don't think I'm going to unless he reaches back out to me. I've done it about 5 times now. But I'm not trying to start a feud between the two of us. But I love the guy, and I love, what Van Halen, what we did together. When I see some of them old videos recently, someone was playing, when I was for my birthday bash down there, they were playing a lot of it on the big screen up there. And, I'd see us in 5150 doing Best of Both Worlds. You just go, that's one of the greatest, most beautiful, high-energy rock bands ever in the history on this planet, right there. And, it just breaks my heart that it'll never be again, but that's okay. But the tribute should happen. And I know Wolf would probably do a great job of it, but it's not really his responsibility either to try to wrangle up these people. He's out trying to, start a career,
right?
And he's done a great job. I mean, a great job, and I don't blame him for, like I said, not wanting to be his dad and play all the old songs with his uncle and a couple and Mikey and a couple old singers. Why would he want to do that? Nah, he don't want to do that. One time for the big time, like you said, just one time for the big time. And if Wolfie played guitar all night, that would be plenty.
Yeah, well, we can only hope somehow it happens, and I do agree with you. Alex has to take the lead on this, and whatever the issue is with you, I mean, it's just it's interesting when I've talked to Wolf about it. He's actually now deferred to Alex. He's like, everybody's talk to my uncle. And understandably, Wolf's worried about his own career. He's making a record. He's on tour. I get it. Yeah. But at the same token, it's hard. I don't know Alex at all, and I've never. Beyond a quick meeting here or there over the decades, I don't know him, so I don't know how he's wired. But the interesting thing is,
most stubborn Taurus. He's a Taurus, and he's the most stubborn. Taurus are known for stubborn. He's a Dutch Taurus, and he is the most stubborn, hard-headed guy you'll ever meet in your life. And he is tough to get broke down and to let go. He just. Nope, he's holding on to something, and I just wish he wasn't like that. I love the guy. Like I've said it a million times. Alex and I actually got along better than Ed and I at times. Through the hard times, Alex and I still got along, and but I don't know what happened. Somebody poisoned him. Somebody told him something. Maybe he still doesn't like my book, which was the most honest thing I've ever done in my life. And some people just don't think that should have been done. I guess I don't know.
We know at one point they wanted to do it. We know at one point they wanted to do it. We know that it came out between
Eddie was calling
Satch and everyone.
To do it. Eddie
No. After Eddie died, the whole thing with Satriani and Newstead and you and Michael and all that. I mean, we knew there was motion for it. Irving Azoff putting it in motion. I've said that to my audience. Irving Azoff can wrangle the Eagles. How the hell can he not get this together?
Well, he wrangled it. He wrangled it with me and my manager and Mike, and then said Al's not ready. And that was a quote. But listen, that wasn't a tribute. That was a going to Vegas. I mean, that wasn't a tribute to Eddie. That was going to Vegas and being a tribute to Van Halen's music. And that was the idea of that, like doing a residency type thing. And, and I didn't agree to it to begin with. I said, a couple nights or something, sure, but I'm not going to spend, a couple months in Las Vegas doing a residency as Van Halen unless Dave is going to do it and cooperate, because it's just like him trying to do it without me. It's just unfair. We sold 46 million records, with the Van Hagar era, and and they sold another 46,000, whatever they sold, 46 million records. You can't do it one version. It's stupid. It's embarrassing for me to go out and just do one version. I mean, we even with the Circle, as you well know, Mikey sings "Ain't Talking About Love" or "Running with the Devil,"
great.
Unchained once in a while, just because I'm saying, look. It's all there is us out there doing it, and just like Wolfie going out and playing, Hot for Teacher and stuff. I mean, it's like you gotta give a little love to the whole thing now. You can't without Eddie. It's not just one side or the other. I'll sing my song.
I told you that. I think it's great. I think it's great that Michael's doing that and that moment in the show. And look, you talked about whenever you may or may not end. When you end, that's it, because you're the last guy that's doing the Hagar era stuff. I mean, hearing all those great songs, I tell my audience the only way you're ever going to hear them is go see Sammy live, because you're doing a good amount of them, and you should. And thank God you are, because when you're done, that's it.